Hey friends, it's Curtis Robinson, and I'm actually making this video kind of for myself, but I figured at some point in time, someone might like to kind of know what I was thinking, because I believe that all great business and all great innovation comes from just some random inspiration that sometimes we just don't act on. Today I'm acting on some inspiration that I had. I was taking a shower, I was kind of praying to God a little bit, just wondering what I could do, and then I remembered I went to a political rally on Friday. It's Saturday, so this is yesterday. Just veterans came, and veterans were complaining about the problems that they were having with the VA and so forth. And I thought, I've already cracked that nut. Why don't I just teach people what I did? And then I thought, well, who's going to listen? And I thought, I guess if I really want to push, I got to set a goal. And the goal is always where we start, right? And so I thought, well, I know there's something that I want, and maybe I can help somebody else get what they want. So if they have a genuine medical claim for VA disability, then I can help them. I mean, I know how to do that. Point them in the right direction, and it's really not too difficult. So I thought, I could help people do that. And should I charge them money? Because this is America, capitalism. We should charge people money. And I thought, I kind of want to give this away. I mean, everything is already expensive. But you don't get anything great in this world for free. I believe that. So I'm going to ask for a couple of favors. These are going to be very simple favors that anybody can do as long as they've got a cell phone and an internet connection. First and foremost, God is first in my life. There's not really much that I can ask other people to do than pray for me. If they want to pray for me, I think that's super great. I'll be praying for them. Secondly is family. The most important thing in my life is family. And because I figured out VA compensation, and I was able to get an increase in my personal veterans disability. I got the ability to take care of my family now that I'm retired from the military. So family's important. So again, if family's important to you, I kind of want to share this. So that's pretty cool. And then third is, what do I do kind of in my free time, my part-time? So for full-time, I teach at Toe to Toe, which is a self-defense training company. And I thought, what would be great? It would be great if more people knew about me. Just go to my YouTube site and subscribe. You could watch my cool videos. I've got 2 YouTube channels. So favor one, go to my Kickboxing Essentials page and just subscribe. I thought that'd be pretty nice. How long would that take? Well, if you don't have a YouTube channel, you got to build that. If you do have a YouTube channel, you just click on it, you go to the main page and you just click subscribe. You're talking about, if your internet connection is reasonably fast, you're talking about 30 seconds. So I thought, a 30-second favor. Can I get people just to sign up to my Kickboxing Essentials page, whether they like kickboxing or not, just because I helped them and they wanted to help me? That would help me big time push our YouTube channel information, and I love kickboxing. So favor number 2, again, part of my hobby, is jiu-jitsu. I love teaching jiu-jitsu. So I've got a jiu-jitsu channel and on YouTube, and again, if people can already click on the kickboxing one, why not go to the other one and click on that one too and just subscribe? You don't get spam, and you don't get... you're not going to get harassed. No one's calling you and begging you to sign up or whatever else. It's not how the YouTube channel works. It's just information, free information for you. And when I say free, it's at no cost to you, but it took me a lot of time to build these, hundreds of videos. Now, I'm not asking you guys to watch the videos. I can't expect everybody to watch every video, although I do have people who have watched every single video. But the bottom line is I think people could click and subscribe. That helps me. And you are helping me, and I'm helping you, and we're kind of, helping each other. It's a system that works really well. It's a system of barter, a system of favors. So number 3 is, I also love firearms. So I have a firearms Facebook channel, and you could go to there and you could click on that. And in my opinion, if I'm helping veterans, that's the primary population I'll be helping, and veterans' families, most veterans like martial arts and firearms. Go figure, right? So I figured that this would be at least content that people that are veterans would like. It helps me out, a great deal. Now then I thought, if they'll do those 3 favors, what can I really do to help them? What if I just made a video and I walk people through what it takes to, number 1, get into the DoD or VA.gov system, And then I made another video that helps them to get with the company that I use that they help me. So if you can't do it on your own, that's step one. Is if you do it on your own, zero charge through the VA. The VA system is essentially it's a government funded program, so you don't have to pay a dime. The other option is sometimes we need some help. I got to be honest. I needed some help. I struggled a little bit with the system. I was enrolled in it. I kept good medical records and so forth. So I went to a company, and this private company, let's face it, America's funded and based in capitalism, free markets. This company did an amazing job helping me get the proper paperwork in order to set up the appropriate physical examination and interview with a qualifying doctor. And that person spent a ton of time helping me. I literally was in that interview. I remember the examination with the doctor, and she was an elderly woman. I think that this is pretty much all she did was just do these examinations. And she was meticulous, made all kinds of notes. She filled out all kinds of paperwork right there with me. It took a while, but she got it done. She went through my entire record before we met. Then she asked me questions. Then she wrote things down. She asked me questions, wrote things down. That was the hardest part, was meeting her for the physical examination and ultimately answering her questions. And that part does take time. You got to be willing to do the, sit down with her for a few minutes or someone like her. Then she turned all that in, and it went right back to that company. The company is a legal company, and they know the law that governs this sort of thing. Just like we have criminal lawyers, we have divorce lawyers, we have tax attorneys. We also have specialists, special people that understand contract law, and in some cases even tort. So who cares, right? Curtis, you're making a video for yourself as a reminder. What are you really wanting? I want to help 10,000 veterans, 10,000 vets, and maybe their families, right? So if I help a vet get approved for legitimate disability, you've got legitimate documentation somewhere in your medical file. Maybe you don't even have your medical record, and I think I can help you do that as well. If I'm helping somebody get something that, contractually speaking, they deserve. In other words, when we join the military agrees to take care of us. If we get hurt, we get medical attention. If we get hurt and that injury doesn't get better, then they promise that they're going to give us disability if we can't function properly. And guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm a paratrooper from 1989, and I spent 20 years in the military. I served in 2 wars. I served in Desert Storm from 90 and 91, as well as in Noble Eagle, which was just a mobilization. But the other big war was the global war on terrorism. So I was in Afghanistan from 07 to 08. And we give up a lot of our time. I give up a whole year away from my family, plus 3 months before and 3 months after with mobilization and demobilization. It's 18, that thing was 18 months that I was away from my family. It's a long time. And the government promises us, it's a contract, it's an agreement that if we get, jacked up in combat, or even as long as we're on active duty, in the line of duty basically means, if you got injured, you had a car accident even, in the line of duty, that counts. So anyways, here I am, 52 years old. I've been retired since 2014, and I was able to get my disability up, which helped us. It helped my family. It helped me to grow a business that I'm running, the Toe-to-Toe business, which is a self-defense training company. It's something that I believe in, something I'm good at, and also we sell firearms and so forth. So a lot of the things I did in the military have translated into those areas. So again, I thought about it and I said, I'm kind of brainstorming here this morning as I'm getting dressed and, brushing my hair, brushing my teeth. I don't have a lot of hair left, but, I was getting ready. And I was thinking to myself, how good would it feel? How amazing would it really be if I could help just one veteran? And then I thought, if I'm going to go through all this trouble and help one veteran, why not 10,000? I want to help 10,000 veterans. And if I help those 10,000 veterans, what do I get in return? Number one, I'm going to feel pretty stinking good about that. But number two, maybe they'll like my YouTube channels. And maybe because they're military, they happen to like martial arts anyway. They might like firearms anyway. Maybe they just want to say thank you. And as a result, they are just going to subscribe. Doesn't cost them a dime. It takes about, with a good internet connection and a YouTube channel, You're talking 30 seconds per subscription. Again, doesn't cost any money to subscribe on YouTube. So I'm thinking to myself, man, people can do this. Now, what if I'm helping somebody that doesn't have a computer, hates computers, maybe even is, refusing to even have a cell phone because they don't really care for technology? I feel confident. If somebody, where there's a will, there's a way. If I help them and they have kids or grandkids or somebody, maybe they'll recommend their kids or grandkids would get on my YouTube channel and just subscribe. That's it. If they wanted to watch a few videos, that's also great. If they love martial arts, I think they'll like what I'm offering. If they love firearms, I think they'll like what I'm offering. And then I thought, this favor that I'm asking really does have a cool ripple effect. What if one of these people ended up being a client? That would be great. What if they ended up needing some sort of training with their firearm, or their kids needed training with a firearm for their own self-defense? Man, I'm a big Second Amendment. I'm a super freak for the Second Amendment. I think we need to be able to defend ourselves. I think that this nation has to be able to defend itself. And frankly, the firearm is probably the easiest and best way, but you got to have the training. Without the training, the firearm could become a problem. You could injure yourself or someone else, or you could end up using it improperly and going to jail. There's a lot of stuff that I know there's some pitfalls for people that aren't careful. So I want to help them fill those gaps. So I thought about that and I said, yeah, this would be a good idea for me. This would help. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make a little video. I'm going to walk around my house. This is a simple cell phone video. And then I'm going to, kind of think about the next step, what I'm going to do. So this is the day one, literally 5 minutes after I got out the shower and got ready. I started thinking about how I'm going to put this together, and I decided to make this little video. Use this as your example. If you have inspiration, this is that, that gut feeling, right? Your mind is working and you're thinking, this is an idea. I can help someone. I can help people. Make a little video. In the old days, we used to have to write that crap down, right? We'd write it down on a piece of paper and we'd put it aside and we'd say, all right, this is my idea. But here it is. I can literally capture everything I'm thinking in words and in gestures and facial expressions and so forth. I can capture all that on video and I can refer back to this, and it can help me build this dream. So again, the goal is I'm going to help 10,000 veterans. I mean, that just saying that, it feels really good. I want to help 10,000 veterans. Then you think, all right, what else? If I help 10,000 veterans and they have kids or a wife or husband that also enjoys part of that benefit, I might help 20,000 people. Or maybe if they have a spouse and kids, maybe you're talking 30, 40, 50,000 people. This could be huge. It could be such a big thing for all of these great veterans. I started thinking a little bit about what are the problems that veterans are kind of facing right now, and they get easily frustrated. They're super good at their job when they were in the military, but and some of them are tech savvy, and that's not a problem, but there's bureaucracy, there's red tape, and I thought, if I can help them get through that red tape, they won't get frustrated, even despondent. If they have some hope and that disability, which they deserve, it's contractual in nature. The government promised us they would take care of us. If you have an injury or an illness or something happened to you while you were deployed or while you were on active duty, in the line of duty, and the government has a way to help you get better training, by the way. There's other things, not just money, but the VA has some great opportunities. If I could help people do that, then shouldn't I? I thought, yeah, let's do that. It's pretty huge. We need to do that. Guys, don't ever disregard these good thoughts, these good feelings, and go help someone. And if you can help me, that'll be super great. By the way, there's no requirement for anyone to subscribe to my YouTube channels. It's just something I'm asking as a favor. And when you ask for a favor, people can say no, or people can blow you off. I tend to think, honestly, veterans particularly are trained in the 7 Army values. One of those values, I guess the Army is, the Marines, Air Force, and Navy have these values too, but maybe they're trained differently. But the bottom line, one of those things is loyalty and honor. So I think that because I'm loyal and honorable, that other people must also be loyal and honorable. I think they'll just do it. If they don't, there's no harm, no foul. So essentially, I'm going to do this because I want to. And I hope it helps you guys. God bless you.